Hey there, everybody. We are live on Meltdown Island's special D&D edition. We're here with Kent Nichols above me, Dustin right below, and at the bottom of the row, or the bottom of the column, Rollo supporting us all. Adam, DM, over there on the right-hand side of your screen.
Our dungeon master.
We are all goblins, and Dustin is about to give us a recap of last week.
Me?
You're a leader.
Here's what happened, Rollo.
Here's what happened, Rollo.
I meant to ask. I need to be told what happened.
So what happened is me and Rollo, we walked down this little pathway because they said, hey, look, down there's something shiny. So we was like, okay, let's go look at the shiny thing. And then Rollo was like, hey, you want me to light this torch? And I was like, heck yeah, bro. And he was like, I don't know. And everybody else was like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, look. How else are we going to see something shine, glimmer, and all its glory unless we have some light upon it? So we lit up a torch. Come to find out, it was a trap.
Horrible idea.
We killed one spider, only to find out that was like the mama spider, and then the daddy spider coming up.
Wait, no. The mom spider is the one that
we killed.
That's the big one.
Oh, so this was Auntie or something?
Well, the first one wasn't the mom. The first one was just like, I don't know, was it the dad or something? I can't remember. But
Auntie, like their aunt.
Look, it's not gender. It's not about the gender roles.
You're right.
It's about the family roles and the dedication to children roles. That's what I'm.
So this is their auntie, and we killed their auntie, and then she fell out of the tree and almost killed me. And then Rollo, you saved my life, and that drained all of your energy, and you passed out for the rest of the game.
Of course.
And then, but to be fair, you brought me back to life, bro, and I thank you for it. And then all of a sudden, we hear some rumbling in the pit, and then Kent was like, you know what? Screw this. I got these red googly eyes. I'm going after this son of a gun. And he shot a rocket down in there. And guess what? That didn't do nothing to the spider. He was all like, whatever, I'm still coming
with
after
critical
y'all.
hits.
Yeah, right.
Crit hits. And so now we are just basically, all these little spiders started coming out, and we all started stomping on their heads here and there. And that's where we're kind of at. And then we took a break right after that. Am I right?
No, there's also, there's a million little spiders, but they're all on fire. And the big spider, we heard it a bunch, but it's now like right in front of us, and it just reared up like that. And we have this feeling like it might kill somebody.
It might kill somebody. There will be blood. Because we shall not be defeated on our very first evening walking in this wonderful magic land called Meltdown Island.
You forgot to mention, like in the beginning, you saw like a giant. You didn't just see treasure. You saw a giant stack of webbing that was hanging from the tree.
Yep.
That was like had treasure sticking out of it.
We just saw something shiny, is what I
Which
saw.
is very good goblin logic. You see something shiny, you want to grab it.
You want to go? I want to go grab things right now that are shiny.
And then, I remember the giant spider the mama spider crawled up this massive chasm, and then you guys threw a bunch of fire at it. You threw a giant bomb on it, and it fucked it up, and it seems to have been like hurting it. But it was able to make its way out of the hole, and it was Mike said it was rearing up against. It sprayed Chuffy, Mike, Poog, which is Rollo, and Mogmerch, which is Kent, all with a gout of acid. Yeah. Now they're all down to 3 out of 9 hit points.
Oh boy.
And then I think that Rita, Dustin's character, is near the tree.
And so what I'm about to do is take off like the back of this spider and use it as a shield, and run up to the mama spider to stab her is what I was about to do. I don't know if it was like my turn to do something like that, but I saw the spray of acid, and I was underneath the anti-spider, or the whoever it is, medium spider, and now I'm like. Gonna take it and run up and go stabby is what I thought, but I don't really know.
Yeah, because I remember you were originally the spider shot the original spider, presumably the Papa spider, shot its web, grabbed onto Dustin, and pulled him into its maw. And then in the process, a couple of things happened. I think Dustin got sprayed with acid by Mogmerch accidentally. Did that happen?
No, I didn't get sprayed with no acid. We sprayed acid down on the mama spider. But
For some reason,
I got knocked out.
Friendly fire.
I got knocked out.
You got knocked out. The spider jumped on top of Dustin. Dustin got knocked out.
Mike jumped
from the tree.
Mike coming out like this.
And then he rolled a crit too.
Yeah, it was a
He
crit.
jumped down and stabbed the spider. It died on top of Dustin.
Oh.
Dustin was unconscious, but Rollo saved him. That's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
They're on their way. The players are currently tasked with a mission from their Chief Gutwad, to brave the horrific jungles of Meltdown Island and find an old marooned pirate ship or ship of some sort, like a boat. They have a map, a small, crappily drawn goblin map, but supposedly inside the ship is a great treasure, which is fireworks, because goblins love fire and they love fireworks. They found this information. They found the map that is leading to this location via a goblin in their tribe that was caught reading, which is completely forbidden by goblins, and he was branded with a letter onto his face, burned into his skin, and then he was cast out of the village.
It looks just like a symbol to me, though, because I don't really know what letters look like.
Right. Exactly.
So don't try to trap me.
Is this in the game or in real life?
Either one.
Everything he takes notes in hieroglyphics. You should see it.
I'll be honest with you, I speak in emojis, and I live as best I can with faces.
It's why why the texts we get from him are so hard to decipher.
The music's back.
That means it's a Dungeons and Dragons time.
So you guys find yourself where you last left off in this small wooded area with that's like kind of shadowed from the daylight by these massive tree canopies and stuff. Within the space so far, you guys said, you fought a family of spiders, and you also notice that at your feet there are a bunch of spider eggs, like these small pearl white opalescent sac groupings of that look like spider eggs, and within the spider eggs you can see by the firelight that you've created with your various spells and torches, you can see illuminated inside the opalescent sacs these small tiny legs, millions of these tiny legs just poking out, trying to make their way out of the eggs. So when last we left off, the massive spider reared its head and exposed its huge fangs dripping with venom, and took all of its eight eyes and stared directly into Mogmerch's soul.
Oh, that's right.
Before it intended to attack him. So we're gonna start off at the top of initiative with Mogmerch. It's actually your turn, Mogmerch. So.
But it's at the end of its life, though, too. I mean, we've done.
It's hurt. It's Carapace, and its exoskeleton are definitely burned. They're definitely charred. Some of its eyes are bubbling because they've been melted.
Ooh, that would hurt so bad. You think about if you had a bunch of eyes and some of them were melting, you guys.
Yeah. Okay, so Kent's up first. So what do you want to do, Kent? What do you want to do, Mogmerch?
Go for more eyes, Kent. Go for more eyes.
Dude, I don't think I think I only have one big boom left. I have a big boom left.
Big boom it.
Let me check.
Actually, I'll acid spray it. Spray it again.
Yeah, go for the eyes, bro.
Remember, though, that it did just acid spray you. I'm not saying that the acid will be ineffective, but that is something to take into consideration.
Do you think I should do firebomb? Wait, can I do a lucky eyeglass?
Yeah.
What will that do, Kent?
It's gonna tell me all its weaknesses. Haven't you read your character sheets?
I mean, I've read them. Have I understood them? That's two different questions, Kent.
So, you pull up, Mogmerch reaches into his sack as this monstrous thing is bearing down on him. He pulls out his lucky eyeglass, which just a little recap on Mogmerch. He's a alchemist, a goblin alchemist. No one can explain how his science or magic works. It's not faith-based. It's very much based in this insane brilliance of Mogmerch. His items are usually crafted from living organisms or organic matter or just trash that he finds. This one is a literal eye that's just pickling in a glass. So then he pulls it out. He pulls this eyeball.
You broke up there, bud.
He looks at the target, and as he looks through it, you can see that he can kind of see this this glowing, detailed structure of this spider. It's almost like he can see into its skin. He can see its weakness. It has a weak spot on its underbelly, right where the thorax meets the there's a space in its exoskeleton that seems to be exposed. It's a weak spot. You also, because you used, hold on, Dustin, because you used your seeing eyeglass, Mogmerch, you get advantage on your next attack against this creature, which means he can roll 2d20 and take the highest on any attack that he does.
Ooh, do it!
But I have to wait a whole turn, right? I can't do a turn right now, or do I have an additional action?
I think the lucky eyeglass is I'm gonna say for the sake of this adventure, it's a bonus action.
Sounds like a lucky, sounds like bonus luckiness.
So that means I get to do something else?
Yeah, every turn you have a movement, you have an action, which is like an attack or a spell, and then a bonus action, which could be like disengaging or, doing certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is the thorax exposed to me right now?
Yeah, it's raising up, so it's almost like it's exposing its belly to you before it attacks you.
Okay, I'm gonna go run up and melee its thorax with my fuck off with my sword, my rat catcher.
You dog stabber?
Yeah, the dog stabber.
Yeah, you also have
Rat catcher.
You can do that if you want, and you'll have a +2 to hit, and you'll have I think it's a +1 on damage. But then you also, just to give you an idea of your options, you also have a melee taser, essentially, which is another spell, which you actually have a +5 to hit, as well as a +5 to damage.
No, clearly. I mean, like, I just wanted to see if you were going to let me get away with not using the taser, so I would like to use the taser.
I'm not going to let you get away without it.
Sometimes I will just try to give you your options, not trying to discourage you from, you can do whatever you want, but sometimes I will try to give you options just so you can...
Oh, actually, I have the crossbow, too. What's my crossbow?
Ooh, I think it's a multi-fast bow, isn't it? That gives you multi-shots? Like an automatic crossbow action?
Where are you getting this from?
Your
my
your
imagination,
crossbow,
Mike.
Because you're not proficient with it, you only get a +1 to the attack, but then you have a -1 to the damage, unfortunately. So it just takes a little bit of time to like train with it to get that proficiency with it.
Okay, great. I'll do the taser.
Go ahead and if you want to read it's electrical conduit, if you want to read what it does, you have 2 charges of it.
Great. 2 charges. Make a melee spell attack against target. You have advantage on attack. Roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal. On a hit, target takes D16 lightning damage and loses 1 AP point next turn.
So essentially what that's saying is that when you attack it, you'll do damage, but the creature also has to make a saving throw, and if it fails, then it potentially loses its action on the next turn.
Okay, great. Cool. I would like to do that, please.
Okay. Go ahead and click the thing, roll your attack. You might have to do it on your attributes and abilities to make it roll.
Oh, on attributes and abilities. I gotcha. Oh. Taser.
Cool. So you reach up and then actually, if you want to go ahead and roll me a second d20 because you have advantage on this roll, Ken.
How do I just do?
So yeah, you can roll it again.
Yeah.
If you want to just click it again, it'll roll it a second time.
There you go.
Okay,
I'll keep the
copy
damage
that.
from the first one though. Okay, yeah. So then you as you pull out this weird kind of taser electrical conduit. Like electricity technology like this is pretty rare in this world, but it seems like you've just found some sort of scrap that's able to conduct electricity, and you made it into this makeshift taser. You pull it out of your package. You go to the electric charge of the spider, and at first you're a little bit hesitant because there's this massive spider bearing over you, and you hold it out and it's not quite reaching it. But then with a little bit more effort, you push forward and you stab into the stomach of the spider and electrocute it. So and you do 7 damage, and it shrieks out in pain, and then it's trying to now you can feel like it's trying to fight the this tenseness that you've caused in its muscles. So let me see.
Tense the muscles.
So then the electricity cascades over its body, but you can see that the spider has overcome the tenseness, and it is not. Unfortunately, it passed its Constitution save, and it is not paralyzed. So next, and then you still have your movement if you want, Mod Merch. If you want to try to move.
Yeah, and then I'll move. I'll move back away from it too. Sorry, I'm having some technical glitches.
You're fine. So then your speed is, I think it's 25, right? Oh, 30. So you're able to move up to 6 spaces. And then after that is the spider.
You think Kent turned all of his lights out, or he's just sitting there in the dark?
Oh, maybe that thing ended processing.
Seems like something
thing
glitched
ended up,
at the end
yeah.
there. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Sorry, I kicked that plug out of my wall.
Oh,
Very good.
no worries.
That, we didn't guess that. We didn't
Just
guess
kill
that
the spider, that's all.
Is the spider dead?
No, it's still your turn. Go ahead, if you want to move up to 6 spaces. Though keep in mind that if you're trying to pass over the corpse of this the other spider, it will be rough terrain. So each square, which is 2 squares, is considered rough terrain, which means that it takes twice your movement to pass over those squares.
Yeah, I'm good with right here.
Okay, so you slip behind Chuffy the coward, and then Poog. Well, I guess Chuffy's been pretty brave this adventure. So next up is going to be the spider. So it was in the middle of rearing down on you as you electrocuted it. So you prevented it from attacking you. It surveys the area. It seems to like, it's not that. It kind of understands that it's been damaged quite a bit, and it's not necessarily outnumbered, but you guys have been lighting it on fire quite a bit. So it starts to actually it starts to actually back up. It's actually not necessarily retreating, but it's trying to create some space between you guys, and it backs up for a second before leaping, putting this chasm that it exited from between you guys, and then it seems to be readying its poison spray again. It seems like this thing needs to, like, its glands need to rebuild up the poison from inside of it. So then, just then you feel you can, as you look around, the opalescent stacks around you, some of them start to break, and out spills these like large swarms of spiders.
Weird.
But they're like little tiny baby spiders. It's a swarm of spiders. So each one of these is going to represent a swarm of spiders.
About how many in the swarm would you say?
Probably like hundreds.
Okay.
I mean, they're little. They're babies. They're not. They're like real spiders. They're not like
tennis
monster
ball
spiders,
size,
yeah.
or like
Smaller than that.
dime
They're
size.
They're still young. Yeah, I'd say like yeah, like what was less than you said, it's a thimble size.
Yeah. Okay. Thimble.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We could stomp on them easily, probably.
Yeah, potentially.
Easily, yes, but
But yeah, like yeah.
But that ultimately would be a symbolic gesture.
Oh. Okay. I'm listening.
Okay, so next up is Poog. Poog, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh man, I'd like to cast a sacred flame on a group of these little spiderlets.
Okay. Go ahead into your spell,
Good
your
job.
attributes and abilities, and go ahead into your attributes and abilities, and click on your sacred flame.
At your sacred flame.
And remember that you can open your character sheets into like a full screen window that you can alt tab to. It just makes it really easy. Okay, cool. So you conjure up this. You know, though for a minute you expended so much of your like devotion, so much of your faith and your energy that you fell asleep temporarily during this battle. You still are able to conjure up quite a bit of power as you release this fireball in the direction. Which spider swarm are you trying to attack?
The nearest one to me there.
Okay. So do you mean this one over here or this one over here?
This is the little tiny ones, right?
Yeah. Any of these little ones are just they're
tiny swarms.
I'm gonna try to hit the one by the web there.
Okay. And if you click onto a space and you hold down, it'll ping your color on the map so I can see what you're talking about. So yeah, you with in great accuracy you lob this ball of fire at the swarm of spiders, and they all go up in flames, and they pop and they screech, and yeah, you seem to have burned them all pretty easily.
Ha 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 ha! Take that, spider.
Good, yeah.
Spider good, yeah, indeed, Poog.
Okay, you also have a movement left and a bonus action, but mainly movement.
Get it,
Yeah.
Poog.
I mean, I think I'm gonna stick right where I am.
Okay. And then next up is Rita, Dustin.
Great. I'm gonna take out the rocket launch, the bottle rocket, and I'm gonna shoot that mother over there.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and ping it for you. Ping. Not pinging.
One more time. Sorry, one more time.
Okay. Thank you. Pinging. I think it works.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I still.
I think it works.
No,
I'm
yeah,
shooting
I mean,
the mother. I'm shooting the
I've
big
never
one.
seen-
Okay, that's fine.
I'm trying
Yeah.
my darndest to ping it, but nevertheless.
That's fine.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
So then, go ahead. You can roll a d20 to try to hit. It will be at a -2, a -2, because it's just a Roman candle, and actually aiming something like that is, there's no real way to be proficient in it.
Okay, so I'm hearing you, Adam. Sounds like you're pretty disappointed in my choice. So
No, not at all.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
jump back
telling you
to your,
telling you the rules. That's all.
And how dead is the mother? Do we have a chance of killing her right now if I send -2? I mean, that does not look good.
Because that is a significant penalty. That's just because it's a Roman candle. But you seem, and it seems like it's like I said, parts of it are scorched, but it doesn't seem to be, the damage doesn't seem to be affecting its movement at all. It doesn't seem to be like it doesn't seem like it's slowing it down. You're hurting it, but it's also twice the size of the last spider you killed.
Well, I think I might, boy, I don't have any spells. Or any,
You have a bow.
I have my bow. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull out that bow. And I'm gonna shoot some things.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah. You might want to try to position yourself so that the massive spider carcass isn't between you and your target.
You think so?
Yeah. It'd just be better for you. Because you need line of sight to shoot something.
I can agree with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak right back over to here. Boy, you can't tell what I'm doing at all.
That's fine. You can move your guy.
Uh-huh. You say that, but here I am trying to. Oh, here we go. There's the ping.
There you go.
Okay, I want to move it. I want to move it like a knight in
Chess.
chess. Up 1 and over to the right through a 2, so
Okay.
that I'm on the pit edge.
Are you able to move?
I'm not.
Your guy?
I'm not able to.
You should have. Permission.
I wish. I'm touching it. I'm click. You hear me clicking?
I remember he had
You
to
can't
create
drag
a new
it.
account.
This is hell.
This is hell, you guys.
Remember
I have a
how
feeling
this is
Try it
hell,
again.
guys?
Try it again.
This is hell.
Well, here we
This
go.
is hell.
This is hell. This is hell.
This is hell.
And I think I'm pretty positioned.
Cool. So go ahead and if you want, you want to use your bow. Go ahead and your attributes and abilities and shoot your bow.
And you think, but yeah, okay.
Shoot your shot, man. Shoot your shot, Rita. Come on.
Well, you
my
can ask
God.
me a question. You're absolutely. You can totally ask me a question if you're not sure of something or if you want a clarification. Go ahead.
This is where you save us, Dustin. This is where you win
Save
everything.
our souls.
I mean, I'm trying to, but then I realize I
You
don't
got
know
us
what
into
to
this. Get
Here
us
we
out.
go. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my bow and shoot for the eyeballs of the spy tray, in
Okay.
the hopes of further blinding and harming it to where maybe it becomes a homeless and lost, blind spy tray.
Homeless?
Okay.
Why you have to throw
It's gonna-
poverty into it?
I apologize. I didn't mean it in a negative way. I thought maybe we were gonna burn down its hole in the ground here.
Okay.
Okay. You'll probably need a natural
I hear
20
how-
to
I
hit
hear how
it
it
in
sounds,
its actual
though.
eye.
Do you?
Say that again, Adam. They were talking to me.
No, it's fine. You go ahead and roll your bow. You'll need a natural 20 if you want to hit it specifically like Robin Hood in one of its 8 eyes.
I do.
But I believe in you.
My God.
Go for the weak spot in the
use your
underbelly.
inspiration. Sing a song for sure.
I like to shoot my bow at spiders and I like to kill spiders all the time. Look at me now, mama, here I go. Shoot my bow, shoot my bow. Bow shooter, fly.
Awesome.
3.
So,
F you, you guys, F you.
well, you got it. I mean, you hit it.
Oh,
What's 15
God.
about? What's that 15
The
about?
15's all right. But I would say that, Dustin, that song is really uncharacteristic for Rita. I mean, the way that you sang it like a 1920s stageman, it was just fantastic.
I think that could be considered an ogre song, and he can re-roll.
Yeah, you can. If you want, I mean, I gotta limit the goblin songs so you can sing them 2 in a combat and 1 battle, but they can't be one after the other. But also, you only rolled 1 d20, so if you want to roll the to hit again, that d20 plus 5 again, it'll see. Yeah, I mean, then because you rolled it twice, you had the opportunity to get a critical hit. You did not, but you had the opportunity. That was
Yeah.
definitely more accurate. So you loose the arrow and it stabs into the body of the
thorax?
spider.
The thorax?
You weren't aiming for the thorax. You were
I
aiming
was
for the
aiming for the
eyes.
general head and thorax area.
And
I
So
got
then,
there it is.
next up is Chuffy. So Chuffy.
Oh boy. Never
Why
mind.
are you disappointed about my turn? What the hell's that all about?
I was doing
Chuffy, we've got a lot of baby ants. Work on the baby ants.
Look, I'm not good with small things. Okay.
with small things.
So that, let's see, Chuffy's.
He's so you sound disappointed in yourself.
I think I'm gonna try this, Adam. I'm gonna run up to the edge of the edge of this thing, and I
like
want to
this
look
red-
down and see if this is viable to do, but because it seems like it's pretty rocky and not smooth of a pit, so that if I could jump into the pit and then scramble around the outside of the pit so that I can sneak up on the big spider.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa.
Is that like
I was
an
thinking of something
acrobatics
like
maybe,
that,
or
but I-
like?
Um,
a-
Let me see.
Do it.
I mean,
I'm a pretty good climber, guys.
You could jump into the pit and hold on, and then try to shimmy over. It's gonna be hard to do all of this in one action,
right?
Because your speed will be penalized because you're shifting along on a ledge.
Yeah.
So then let me see. So you have 5, 10. Yeah, you might be able to get near him, but I don't think you'll be able to get to him with that method and attack in the same turn.
Okay, that's okay though. I'm gonna try to get close at least, so I can sneak up and do a sneak attack next turn.
Yeah, and also remember that your hit points are very low.
I know.
I don't know if I'm getting all my rolls.
If
there.
anyone can help me, that would be fantastic.
I think everyone should have a
I'll do
on
whatever you need, bud.
in their character sheet.
Everyone
Everyone should at least
potion?
have a minor potion.
Oh, I used one on Dustin, I used one on Dustin to bring him back.
I have
remember?
a potion of cure light wounds, bro. You're welcome to it. Did you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But can you throw it in my mouth as I run by you?
I'm pretty good about that. Yeah. I
You're
mean,
taking
I'm a black face
check,
for a
but
reason.
it's possible. Yeah, you have at least one minor healing potion left, Mike.
Yeah,
so what do you want to do? Are you just trying
left.
to get? Go ahead.
Can I do that and scramble to the pit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. So what is that?
Okay,
Cure
so
light
then-
wounds? Is that?
1d6 plus 1. If you go into your attributes and abilities, it should be there.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll need an athletics to hold yourself up in the pit if that's what you're trying to do.
Yep.
I mean,
okay.
I'm a huge athletic supporter.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
I'm kind of
no.
a jock.
My athletics is not that great.
You're a jock.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't get the
He fell into the
one.
pit, though. Basically, he fell into the pit.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I'm stuck in this fire web.
You take you're like Popeye with your healing potion. You gulp it down and heal yourself. A 30 of your health, so you're at 6 out of 9 HP. You make a break for the pit and you leap into it and attempt to grab onto the ledge, but then you start to slip as you grab onto it. You start to slip. Go ahead and give me an initiative roll to see if you can be quick enough to try to grab a handhold on the wall as the cliff as you fall.
Seems like I'd be flicking bows off like this, like every 6 seconds.
I mean, you're not Legolas.
Oops. It rolled twice for some reason. I don't know.
That's
First
fine.
one is fine.
But also, you have to remember that everything happens congruently, so it's all like it's happening at the same time, and every turn is like 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm used to my real life, how quick I'm able to do.
How quick you're able to shoot arrows?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm sort of,
I mean, you trained with the Mongolian
Ever
warriors.
since you were offered
Right.
his tribute, Dustin,
Yep.
you've been so good with the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Chubby
You get good.
dashes over and dives into the pit. You know, he's trying to be like a total badass. He grabs onto the ledge and he starts to fall. The earth that he grabs onto crumbles in his grasp and he starts to slip and he's able to grab one hand. So right now, Chuffy, you're holding on by one hand.
How deep is this pit?
In the pit. The pit, it's hard to tell. When you know that the spider took multiple turns, pulling itself, climbing up the hole. So it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. I can remember that now. It was like 3
Oh,
turns.
Jesus. It's a lot.
So then now it's Mogmarch's turn.
Come on, Mog Merch.
Fuck me.
Light them up. Light them up.
Here's what I want to do. So we have the mother that's recharging still.
Yep.
And there are about to be some motherless children around here, I have a feeling.
Can I do... I'd like to do the Lucky Eyeglass again.
Okay. So then on your next attack, you'll have advantage on that thing, on the creature.
Great. Is it still the same vulnerability?
Yeah.
Great. I How far away is the mom from me?
Let me see. About 25, 30 feet.
Oh, great. I'd like to throw a firebomb at the thorax.
Cool.
It's always the thorax with you.
Don't be a thorath about it.
Give me the thorax.
All right, okay, here it
No,
is.
it's the Thor hammer, guys. It's the Thor hammer.
I'm glad I didn't make that joke, and I almost did.
Oh, come on. Are you? Are you a little sad too? I know you're mostly sad because it didn't really hit, but like, a little sad.
Now that I've heard it, I'm real happy on it.
All right, so Ken, go into your attributes and abilities and roll to hit and the damage on your firebomb.
Okay.
You came in like
Firebomb.
a firebomb.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then I get to do it again because of advantage?
No, advantage just allows you to roll the attack twice to hit and take the higher value.
Okay.
So it's like, you just have better odds. You have twice the odds of succeeding.
So,
So then, what's that? Yeah, if you hit it, but if you want to roll to potentially critical hit, you can.
yeah, I
You
want
want
to
to
try.
do another d20? Okay, so your first one was more successful. You wind up and you chuck this bomb, and it's actually probably one of your more effective hits yet. It does a 10 fire damage to the spider, and it shrieks out
Damn.
as it's engulfed in flames once again.
What?
So the next up is, and the flame seems to be actually like breaking through its shell, its dense exoskeleton.
Nice.
It seems to be like cracking because of the heat.
I hear the sound of that.
And you can see it as it recoils backwards in its movements. You can see that it's hurting it quite a bit.
Oh my God, Kent, you're scaring people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
People.
So then the spider it opens its wide mouth, and you can see these muscles inside of its mouth starting to contract, and then these secondary glands that are just next to its acid glands fire out a thick stream of webbing. So,
Got ropes, huh? Spitting ropes.
yeah.
Gross.
It's a spider, not me, Mike.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God. I'm glad you're not spitting ropes. 100%.
Gross. Why do you make things sound gross all the time?
12.
So as it does this, it shoots the web across this pit, and it flies right over Chuffy's head.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, and not at all. So it sprays it out right at Chuffy's head, and it grabs onto Rita once again.
Nice!
So I need on your next turn, Rita, you can make a strength check to try to pull yourself out, but it starts to pull you. Towards it. So let me
Good.
see.
But why did the rope have to get shot in the woman's face?
Stereotypes.
That's a 1.
So as it pulls you, it's only because of its damage. It's only able to pull you to the very edge of the pit. But you're right there. You're sidled right on the very edge of this pit. But it doesn't have the strength quite to pull you any further. Just then, a few more of the egg sacs near you pop open and reveal more spiders.
Next to me?
No, not next to you.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were supposed to be our friend, Adam.
He's the DM.
Right now, I'm a spider.
Yeah.
He's a dungeon master.
Family of spiders. Okay.
The
So the next
Spiders.
up is Poog's turn.
Get him,
Want
Boog.
to eat.
Come on,
All
Pooh.
right. Well,
Fuck that shit up, Pooh.
yeah, all right. Well, I also see that Chuffy's in trouble, and I have to use my ring that makes me climb real good, and jump down and grab his arm and try to fling him to his destination across the pit.
Whew, that's a brave
Okay.
motherfucker right there. It's a brave motherfucker.
Okay, so go ahead. So you're gonna climb into the pit to try to help him out.
Get at it.
Mhm.
Okay, so then go ahead. Give me an athletics check, but then you, I think you get what is it, +1 on the climbing check.
It was
Look.
plus. Wait a minute,
I think it's a
added up.
lot actually. I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's +5.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Then you can
Yeah.
add +5 to your roll.
Yeah.
Go.
What did I do?
You can do it.
All right. So I just roll my
You just roll it.
acrobatics.
Yep.
Your athletics, because it's a
What is
climb.
that?
A climbing, you're using your
Oh,
physical
got it.
strength. It should be right
Got it,
above.
got it.
It's probably not in your attributes and abilities. Okay.
I got it.
It's fully immersive. Mike,
go.
you have headphones on? Are you fully immersed?
Oh, I'm fully immersed, but my cat was doing stuff. I
So
didn't
then,
enjoy.
so then you grab a hold of him, and it's like you've done this before. You've pulled Chuffy out of a few tight situations. You pull him out, and you're able to throw him up. Chuffy, go ahead and give me an acrobatics save as he pulls you out of the pit.
Didn't even know we needed a hero. Get at it,
Yes.
acrobatics.
Okay, so yeah.
Wow.
Even
He
though,
jumps on top
despite
of
the,
the
despite your previous poor performance, you have not dulled any of your acrobatics. So you're able to get your footing pretty easily. Next up is Rita. Rita, back to you.
Rita begins to smile
Covered in
and
ropes.
laugh at these despicable ropes upon her and decides, time to drink the brew, crew. And I pull out my dragon brew gourd and I drink it.
What?
Okay. Just give me a strength check. I just want a strength check to see if you're able to like move your arms into position to grab the brew and drink it. So if you go
I thought
into your
it hit me in
character
the
sheet.
face. Yeah.
No, it's webbing. It's just surrounding you. It's pulling on your body.
Called strength.
You've been here before. This has happened to you.
It's happened.
It happens all
Strength.
the
You can do
time.
Oh,
strength
here
or
it is.
athletics. They're the same thing.
I've got it now. And I'll just hit
You really-
Command copy, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna put paste it, but I'm gonna put roll R20 first. I'm gonna put roll.
You can also just click the word, yeah, or in your attributes and abilities. I think there's
Says right
strength
there.
or athletics. Yeah.
This is
Oh.
hell.
Attribute athletics. I see. Thank you, athletics.
No problem.
And
It's not a cult sheet. Thank you, athletics.
22.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it's pretty funny that the spiders have singled you out with their webbing because you have the highest strength in the party. You're definitely able to get your hand into your pouch and pull out your dragon brew gourd. It has about half of its contents left, so you can assume that this is its last charge of fire breathing. But if you want to use it, go ahead. And
I know
just
when I make an
roll,
assumption, I make an ass out of you and me. I don't assume nothing, my friend. I'm drinking it. I'm
Okay,
taking
so
a
then,
gulp, though. I'm taking a big old gulp.
Go ahead and roll a 2d6.
A 2d6.
Yeah.
Here you go. There you go, bud.
All right.
And
So
boom
then,
goes dynamite.
22.
So then, as you pull this potion out and you pull the stopper out with your mouth and you spit it out and then you gulp the rest of it down and you release this flame from deep inside of your lungs, and the spider web just goes up in flames and it follows it all the way back to the spider.
Fire!
So then the spider
Basically, I killed
the
it,
spider
right?
is
Melted in the face.
engulfed.
The eyes
The spider
missing.
is engulfed in flame. But so is the actual. Whoops, that's not supposed to happen. So is the webbing that is
Whoops.
surrounding you. So then.
I roll a 55.
No, that was my bad. So then you whoops, that's not it. So then you take, what is it, 3, 4, 5? You take 5 burning damage, fire damage, as it like covers your body in flames. But then the spider, the webbing detaches. The spider releases its webbing because it is now on fire, pretty significantly.
And did I get that little bug up there to that? Because I feel like I was blowing like
ground.
Say it again.
No, it's a direct.
Joe, it's a string. Okay, I hear you.
It's a direct. We make actions within.
It was
30
just like
feet
a
of
perfect
you.
roll. I wouldn't have.
Okay. Oh, but then.
So perfect.
Right. So then.
What are you doing?
And it tries to dodge as the fire blasts. It tries to dodge out of the fire, but it's unable to.
It's
And
got me
falls
in
to
its
the ground,
grip. That's why I
and it
smiled.
slumps over. It slumps over, and its body continues to smolder and burn, and it seems like if you got close enough, you could tell that it's still breathing, but it's severely hurt, and its bottom end or bottom side, its belly is on the ground. So then next up is Chuffy.
That's why I started grinning. I looked at my character and I said, "Oh my gosh, she's laughing while she's enraptured in a what is it called? Spider's web." So I realized she had a trick up her sleeve, and guess what it was? The old
Burning
magic
yourself.
move. Yeah, Mike.
So what are you doing, Chuffy?
I want to.
Can I take my?
Sorry, your actions were taken up by the potion, but you can now move. You actually have your movement.
I just wanted to heal myself with a light potion cure wound.
You use the potion. So then you use the potion to take the potion out, and then you cast the spell, which was your action.
Oh, well, that's very strange. That's very micromanaging. But okay.
It's really not. It's just
It's not at all. Just the rules of the game.
I've learned to
go
be
ahead.
One bit.
Okay, so
ski or something, you know.
Are you done, Dustin, or should
I'm done. I'm done now. I found that out.
Okay.
All right.
Jump it, time.
So I lost the element of surprise on this thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, for you though, also, yeah.
You don't need any more.
That's okay.
The element of surprise is also just like advantage. So there are other ways to get advantage.
Totally.
Like what's it called? Flanking the enemy, I'll give you the rules. But go ahead. What do you want to do?
I think I'm just gonna take a swing at it with my +1 dog stabber.
I think do that super jump thing you did last time. I think you got to
Well,
finish.
I had jumped out of a tree, you might remember, but I can't just jump in the air like.
Yeah. Some goblin didn't learn how to
like
jump.
Goku. Okay.
Okay.
Can I take the better of the two, or?
I mean, you didn't.
I got inspiration left from previously.
You can re-roll it if you want, because you rolled a critical failure.
Here's my question, real quick. So the 6 would be the stab, and the 23 would be the damage.
It just rolls an auto. It rolls auto advantage. You roll the same thing twice.
Oh my god.
It rolls auto advantage. So when you like if Mike was doing sneak attack, he would have advantage. So it'd roll both of those, and you get to take the higher one. But in this instance, he doesn't have advantage. He was re-rolling, and he was just meant to critically fail. He raises his blade. He raises his blade over his head, and he goes to slash instead of stab. He's used to stabbing, but he goes to slash, and he hits just a very rubbery part of the spider, and the blade bounces off, and it falls out of his hand. It falls to the ground in front of him. He's currently disarmed, but you still have a bonus action, Mike.
All right.
Next up is Mog Merge.
Stomp it.
Can I take my sword and just like retreat or try to flank?
Yeah, if you want to grab it, you already moved. Or no, you didn't move. You didn't move.
No.
Did you? No.
No, I did not.
So
move.
yeah, if you wanted to still do your movement, you'll have to. You can pick up your weapon with a bonus action, or you can disengage from the spider with a bonus action. So you will have to choose between the two.
Fuck.
Sorry.
I think I'm gonna have to disengage. I think I have to disengage. So I'm gonna go like
Coward.
around the back area, like here.
That's called flanking. You would
That's-
do that before you
No,
stab.
flanking would be if someone was also over here.
Oh,
But
I see what
you're
saying.
still within the spider's range. Just to give you a heads up.
So
But
wait,
he's
what is
also off
the
screen. It's good.
what is the what is
spiders?
the what is the rear of the
The
spider?
spiders range.
Huh?
You're and it's definitely behind it right now. But I'm saying that you are within you. So then you wouldn't have to disengage to do that. You would just have to move.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna
Disengaging would be like putting a space between the two of you.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my sword then and try to get around back.
Oh, okay. So then next up is Mog Merge.
I would like to throw another firebomb.
Okay.
How many
Roll
fireballs do you
attack.
have?
No.
Those are cantrips, so they're technically his fireballs are technically.
Oh, that's right. They're not. Yeah. That's right.
How do I know what my cantrips?
His other two magics are do have a limit though. It's just a different class.
Oh, thank you, classes. Critical roll, bro. You're critical. Critty hitty. 2020. See some of my rash here?
Yeah, it's leaking into your brain.
I've become a goblin in real life.
Oh, I got very blurry for a minute.
Okay, so how do you do it, Mog Merge? How does it happen?
Maybe
How
I'm
does
born
the
with
spider
it.
die?
Maybe.
Or I gently caress the firebomb in my hand. I look at it for just a split second, but it really feels like it goes on for minutes or even years. I live inside of that firebomb from the time of conception to this moment right here. And then I look at the spider, and I know what I have to do. I arch back, slowly, gracefully, like the center fielder with a cannon for an arm that I always wanted to be, but I never quite was. And I lob it right towards that thorax, towards the weak spot on that giant, flame-ridden, bubbling spider. And I see it enter into the thorax. And just
You'll see, James.
Just explode in a fury and passion that I've only come to see in my nightmares. I catch the glimpse of the spider's eyes. It flies above me, flies past me. There's regret, but there's also respect.
So that's exactly what happens. They share this moment of understanding of prey and predator. That normally it normally is only reserved for the spider's prey. It's not used to being the prey. It is usually the predator. But it goes up in flames and it sprays all of its this nasty ichor and spider meat all over Boog and all over Chuffy. Go ahead, both of you, and give me acrobatics checks.
Don't I get like a bonus for poetry?
I mean, you do in my heart.
Yeah, you absolutely you get inspiration. So then
Inspiration every time you tell that story, and you'll be like this. Ooh, look at me.
So inspiration works a lot like your goblin rolls, where you can. It's just a resource that you can expend to get advantage on a roll or reroll. So Chuffy jumps out of the way pretty effortlessly, and isn't hit by any of the. He's hit by the ichor and stuff, but he's not hit by any of the poisonous chemicals that are inside of the spider. Yeah, the acid. And then, I just need one from Rollo. But then the spider's pieces, it's in pieces now. So, but then some of the eggs around you, more of the eggs around you hatch. What do you guys want to do? We can think of this now in more of a free play rather than inside battle.
So I ended the battle. Is that what you're saying? Can we just
yeah,
like
you
leave?
killed them all.
Yeah, you killed him.
Yeah.
Let's sort.
Could we,
That's awesome. That's
could we
pretty
also
great.
say, hey, look, there's all those treasures? Or does that take too many turns?
Well, look, here's the thing that we got to deal
with.
with right now is that we have to deal with all these millions of tiny little spiders that are trying to
Millions.
swarm us right now.
Millions. I hear you, millions.
Okay. Does anybody
Okay.
have any flammable oil or any kind of like way to spread fire, just burn down this whole part of the forest?
I don't. I love taking risks.
I mean, it's a jungle. Remember that is a jungle, so like, a lot of the vegetation is wet.
It's like a jungle sometimes. Makes me want to.
Why can't we just flee the area? Why can't we just leave the area like
You
we were
can.
always
You
supposed
absolutely
to?
can.
All right, I'm just gonna grab the
Yeah.
treasure that fell out of that
Hey,
that thing, the pod, the sack.
What's up?
hey, Adam.
What's up,
I
Boo?
I got a
Yeah.
question. Before we ditch, I just realized I have something in my sack here. And I'd like I don't know what it does though. It's the 8 eyes of Lululemon eats butt cracks.
Okay.
I
Let me
don't know
see.
what it does though. I don't know. I can't figure out.
Well,
That's funny. That's actually an item left over from a previous game, which I think is actually the 8 eyes of this creature.
Oh. Never mind.
That's
Okay.
funny. I mean, you can have that if you want.
I'm gonna run away with these guys then.
Let's go,
Okay.
brah.
So then you guys try to make a run for it, each grabbing bits of the loot and treasure that was spilled onto the floor. Though it's still sticky and gross, but you're able to pick it up and run. And then as you're running, more and more of the spiders around you are hatching. So everyone give me an athletics or acrobatics check. As you're fleeing the scene, you're running away as quickly as you can.
It's like that disaster film 2012, you know?
Exactly.
Totally, just like it.
Got me at 19 up in this gun.
Is that on the core bio?
Rollo got a 20.
is that?
Yeah, it's if it's athletics, then that's going to be on your actual character sheet. It's right next to the stats on the left side of your sheet.
Oh, that's adjusted.
Oh, and you can just hit that? Oh, I see now, Adam. Oh, that's
Yeah.
way easier than I
I
was
see
making
now,
it.
Adam.
I get this game a little better now, Adam.
Okay, so then you're running. You exit this general area, this little clearing, this spider lair, and you all grab the little items and pick up speed as fast as you can. You come to a fork in the road, and you can see on one side is a collection of tangled roots, like large trees with these massive roots that you might have to squeeze through. And then to the other side, the opposite side, that was to your left. To your right is a this almost like a slanted burrow type of thing that, as you recall, are sometimes used to play goblin games. Sometimes you're known for like sliding down them when they build up enough sap from the local trees. So on one side you have a slip and slide, and the other side you have a collection of tangled roots that you have to pass through. So choose one or the other.
Slide.
Slip and
Without
slide.
even thinking, we jumped down the slip and slide, like, cause we're like, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so then as you do so, you begin to slide through this slip and slide-ish area, this dirt sap, and you can feel like it's a lot more slick than you'd expect because of, like I said, the sap that falls from the trees nearby. Someone, I'd say, Kent, go ahead and roll me a D2. So just /R space D2. So it's like flipping a coin.
/D2.
Okay, so then you guys slip down this. You slip down this dirt slip, and as you spill out at the very end of it, you begin to fall down into this towards this body of water, which is like that's the whole point of a slip and slide. But as sometimes happens, some goblins like to. They know that other goblins like to slip and slide down these paths, so sometimes they'll create netting at the end of the slip and slide using thorny bushes. So everyone, go ahead and give me a. Well, as you fall, you're able to. Everyone, roll me initiative. So, because I want to see how fast you can react to the situation as you see it. So go ahead and roll your initiative.
Yes.
Mute yourself on D20, Dustin.
I will do that.
Nice.
What's wrong with your voice all
Can
of a
you
sudden?
hear me now?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Rollo rolled the 5, but everyone else rolled natural.
We got him.
See
He's
this-
got us
as
all
you're
the other
falling,
time.
As you're kind of free falling. You can tell that Poog is a bit more disoriented, whereas everyone else sees this net of thorns coming, and so you imagine you're falling off. It's like a small, not necessarily a cliff, but a pretty high elevation over a body of water. Between you and the body of water, like I said, is a net of thorns. So I'll give each one of you, Mike, Dustin, and Kent, the opportunity to act or try to react or try to do something like grab onto the surrounding or try to position yourself in a way that you think will help prevent you from taking the damage from this thorny net. Because you all rolled criticals on your speed, your
Should we
initiative.
roll inspiration, you think?
So
My athletics are really bad.
could I
And
grab?
you killed it.
Could I grab onto the side of the chute and then grab Rollo's arm to swing him out and way around the thing?
Absolutely. You'll have to use a sleight of hand to grab onto the ledge, but then you'll have to use an athletics to try to hold on to him.
My athletics is not the greatest. Oh no, what was that? That was a.
You got a 14.
14, okay. That's
You grab onto the
athletics.
ledge pretty accurately, and then you have him for a second, but he begins to slip out of your grasp with the 10. So then Mogmerge, Kent and Dustin, you both have the opportunity to take an action to
Of sleight of
try to-
hand? I threw an athletics already, 13 and a 6.
Okay, and then if you want to do anything, Kent.
I would try to grab my buddy as well, though.
So, which
Yeah, so
buddy?
then
Which
you,
buddy?
Which?
Sleight of hand. I'll throw a sleight of hand as well if he's slipping.
There you go. You grab onto the Dustin. Rita grabs onto the ledge pretty easily and dig your sharp nails into the side of the ledge, just below Chuffy. So then, as Poog falls from Chuffy's hands, you're able to actually grab his arm and hold on to him. So the three of you are hanging from this ledge. What do you want to do, Kent?
And they're off the slide. Are they safe?
They're holding on the edge of this chute, so they're like holding onto the rock wall next to them, and you're still technically in free fall while maintaining your faculties. You're still able to do something.
I would like to try to jump over the net and dive into the body of water.
Okay, so then I'll think of this as more like you're kind of trying to dive, almost like you're making yourself as small as possible with an attempt to dive. So then let me think of let me look at your character sheet so I can think of how to educate that. So then you I'd say if you want to roll, you could probably roll it'd probably have to be acrobatics to see if you can, or yeah, that's fine. Let's see what happens. So then you as you try to get yourself aimed up and as small as possible to dive through this netting, but you're caught by it on your way down, and you take 1 piercing damage as a thorn stabs into your side. But you're now no longer in free fall. So what do you guys do?
You're hanging from a thorn.
He's kind of caught in this net. He's not to his extent where he can't move.
Can we get an update of
But
the
he's
map
caught
so
on
we
his
can
stab.
see where we're sort of at, so we can just...
This is more of like a theater of the mind.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, I see it. Okay,
In your
so...
mind.
Yeah, so you guys are holding on to the edge of this cliff face, and then just below you, between you and a body of water, is Mogmerge caught in this thorny net.
All right, so I'm holding on to Chuffy already. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try to toss him out into the water, right? Because we're going to try and swim.
Well, you're holding on to Poog, but yeah, if you want to, just keep in mind that if you're tossing him out, he will be falling through that netting.
Oh, okay. So
But you can try to, if you want to try to help him grab his own hold on the wall, you can. If you want to
Yeah,
try to
I want to
climb
do
down
that.
him.
I want to say, get up here and hold on to this thing so we can both hold on. That's what I said as I started to do a.
Is that how Rita talks? Can you do Rita's voice?
Yeah, what does Rita sound like? I'm hearing like what the female gremlin would sound like.
Squiggle, 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 squiggle.
Squiggle, squiggle.
Sounded
Come on,
like a
commit
really
to it,
long,
Dustin. Commit to it.
Dolly
Do the
Parton.
voice. Do the voice.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. That was for Johnny 5.
So then, as you go to throw him, you have a cramp in your arm.
I know,
Oh,
I know.
no.
I did.
Yeah, you start to actually let go of Pooh. Pooh, go ahead and give me an initiative roll to try to reach out and grab onto either Chuffy or the rock wall near you.
I told you I'm not gonna have to do this anymore.
Is it a
Yeah,
rock
you-
opera?
You successfully grab on. So do you guys want to? Are you going to try to climb down? Does anyone, do you want to try to do something about the net that Mog Merch is caught in? What do you want to do?
I want to go down and try to help him out of it.
Okay.
So are we all? So we're all like stopped. We're safe at the moment,
Yeah.
right?
You're
Okay.
holding onto a ledge. The three of you are holding onto like a rock wall ledge, and
I have
then
to bring it
below
back.
you is the body of water and the net that Mog Merch is caught in.
I'm in a sticky situation.
So is there a
I
way to
have to ring
climb?
climbing, so I'm gonna climb
Yeah.
down and try to pull him out.
So then climbing, if you want to use climbing, that'd be athletics. If you want to try to use more of acrobatics, like swinging from rock to rock or branch to branch, you can do that.
Yeah,
You can also
okay.
try to cut the webbing, the netting that Mog Merch is caught in.
Yeah, I want to come down. Yeah, so that'd be the mud slicer hit.
Yeah. You don't need to actually roll anything for it. Just
Okay.
give me, if you want to get down to the level of the netting, you can use athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Because I got the ring of climbing. This is gonna be easy.
Yeah, so +5. Remember to add your +5
Whoa.
to that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. You climb down, and it's almost like, for a second, they're like, is he part spider?
What's
It's
going
kinda
on?
scary.
Spider-Man?
And you climb down, you cut the rope, and you cut the netting, and it allows Mog Merch to fall down into the body of water. Now the net is no longer there. It hangs from the point that it was tied off on a tree or nearby, which opens up the pathway downward towards the water. So you guys are, if you want, you can just drop down into the water.
I'm gonna try to do as many flips as I can and dive right into the water.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to do as many backflips as I can as I dive in the water.
Okay, so if you guys want to roll acrobatics again, just to see how well you roll, you can.
I want to, while I'm hanging onto the wall, I want to look around to see if there's any other treasures or potions or magical spells that we're
Okay.
missing.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Thank you, perception check. Perception check. A hobby. So, did it work?
No.
So
Wow.
then, yeah.
Holy
then,
crap!
So then as you take a second, while as everyone's diving off into the water with glee, you take a second to look around and you can see below you, there's this pool of water, which spills out onto a shoreline, a small shoreline. It's like a little cove. But then just beyond that, there's an opening in the jungle landscape that opens up into a muddy clearing. Within the muddy clearing, it's hard to make out any like real detail because you're so high up, but you can see very obviously in the middle of this muddy clearing is a massive ship, massive wooden ship that seems to be like that's marooned in this physical land, like within like this clearing of you recognize this as the ship that you're looking for.
Yeah, totally. I was like,
You can see that
there's nothing good for me. It's better for the group, I guess.
Strangely enough, that the mud area, the mud clearing that it's surrounded in is it's like it looks like it's surrounded by a wooden fence.
It
It's
does.
almost as if someone built a wooden fence around this area after the ship.
Almost like
was
it's
marooned here.
protected from goblins.
What?
Or it's keeping something in.
That's just my perception, guys. That's just my perception.
I'm gonna look and see if it's keeping something in.
And then I just won since I.
Wait,
had such
but
a
you're in the
perfect,
water, aren't you?
Yeah, you guys are way down.
Well, you guys can. I mean, I'm sure you're swimming to shore. You're
Just
swimming
before
to
I
shore
let
right
go,
now.
Dan, I just won because I was such a perfect roll. I just wanted to look maybe back over to my right to see if I didn't miss anything, like a little sandwich even, or.
Sandwich.
Okay.
Someone just left a sandwich in the jungle.
No, you're
Talking
fine.
about sandwiches.
You,
Okay, I jump
as
in,
you,
I start to jump and I start.
it's fine. You look around. Okay.
What did I find? What did I find?
I'm just not talking because I want to let you get out whatever you have to say. I don't want to interrupt you. That would be rude.
Wow.
I don't.
Adam, give yourself an inspiration point to use for
Who's the
later.
master of this
yeah.
dungeon?
I'll tell you, it's him. It's
You as you look around, you can see just on the outside of the outskirts of this mudded area, you do see two goblin-like creatures that are hanging out high in a tree nearby, but they're covered in fur. They kind of look like a similar shape to you, but they're both covered in fur and have tensile tails like monkeys.
They're what kind of tails?
Then you.
Prehensile?
Tensiles, I think. Prehensile, oh, my bad. There we go.
Does someone,
Remember,
James, I just want to let
in
James
the
know that we
spot.
have killed all the spiders. I just want to let you know. I'm sorry if that was your hero. I just don't want you to sit here and think that this is like a pro spider D&D goblin goon race that
What do you
doesn't
say?
involve
What?
us already killing all the spiders.
What are you
Guys,
talking about?
it's a viewer, James. He seems
Oh.
like he was on the spider side. I'm just, I'm letting him down right away. I'm just letting him. I'm not gonna hang it out there for him to find out later.
No,
Just
those are
letting him-
lyrics from a song, Dustin.
What's that?
They Might Be Giant song called Spider.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. You can look it up if you want to, yeah.
So then you guys all fall down. You guys all fall down to you fall down to the water, Dustin, with your allies, and you guys all come out of the beach, and a fair distance, a safe distance away, you can see this wooden fence-in area, just on a clearing on the other side of some trees. So are you gonna tell them what you saw, Dustin, or?
Well, as the boss, I just let them know, I got it. Don't worry. I've seen the light. I know where we're going.
Am I still in the net?
No, he cut you free. You
Okay.
fell down into the water.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotcha.
as leader, I wanted to make sure everybody was drowning before I jumped in. Kent, I'm just saying, I wouldn't let you hang out up there and not be drowning with the
Like,
rest
I
of us.
was feeling like I was left up there. I felt like I was the one Marine that was left behind.
Never. Not on my watch.
Did you ever see Platoon? You just William Defoe'd him.
Yeah.
Go to William Defoe, you might.
So you guys pull yourself out of the water, and it doesn't wash away all of the nasty ichor and guts, disgusting, sticky substances on your body, but you feel a little bit refreshed. It was nice. It was a little cold. What do you guys want to do?
God, they are
Who's
lighting
hammering?
off. Can you guys hear all the fireworks that are being lit off, like right outside my
shit.
window?
Are they
Yeah.
protesting?
Oh my
It's
Is it Eid still?
to them it is. Whatever. I don't know what it
god!
is.
Just a little bit ago, I just had an amazing show right outside right out my window to my left, like
Yeah.
about 10 minutes ago. That's funny.
I mean, I normally am not bothered by them, but they're like seriously like right. It's like what the
It's
hell?
loud. Those
Right
are
there.
loud.
But anyways, if you can't hear them, that's good. Anyways.
No, we definitely could hear him.
Between your two ham sandwich houses? Yeah, we could hear it. for a
Oh, you
second.
can. Okay.
Oh, it was loud. Yeah, it sounded like we were in battle again.
So, anyways, we're all in the water except for old flat face.
Well, no, you pulled yourself out. You're on
Out of the water on the
Okay.
beach.
Yeah, well,
Here we go.
who is hurting and who needs to be healed right now? I need to know this.
I need a few. I need a little bit of hit points.
I need a little bit. I go ahead and take a little bit of my sippity doo dah of some of my save my.
You want to
butt
save
aid.
that? You want to save that for later?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a little banged up in the net, you know. I think the spider and we got along okay, you know.
I
did most of
only
the
need
damage.
like 3 hit points total, Rollo. FYI.
Okay, I'll help you out then. Let's see.
And then
I thought I had a healing spell. I do not.
You do. You should.
And spare the dying.
You have Spare the Dying guidance. You have one. It's in your
Spare
level
the
1 spots.
dying.
You have Cure Wounds. In
Cure
your,
wounds. There it is.
level
Oh,
one.
thank you.
But then that's your actual spells. Those all have a cost of spell slot. You level 1 spell slot. You have spells and your 2 of those spells in 1 day without re-preparing your spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can have a
also
rest at
have,
some point though. Probably.
Detect magic.
You
divine.
also have a Wand of Cure Light Wounds with 4 charges, so that's essentially like 4 of that spell.
Wand of your life.
Okay.
I'm at 2 hit
I'm gonna
points
hit-
right now.
I'm gonna hit old Chubster with the cure wounds.
Wait, get Mogmerch.
Okay.
Get Mogmerch first.
I
All
start
right.
singing.
So are you
to give
using-
him some inspiration.
Are you using the wand with the 4 charges, or are you using your actual spell?
I'll use the wand. It's the same thing, right?
Okay, yeah. All right, so go ahead. And well, it's not quite as strong. It's a D8 plus 1 instead of I think the other
okay.
one is like a D.
No,
The other one's, I mean, it's still enough because I think he has a total of like 9 health. Otherwise, it's a
Same as me.
D10 plus 5, which is a really good healing spell.
Yeah, let me make sure Mogmerch is okay. I'm gonna go with the cure
Yes.
wounds.
Okay.
Because overkill. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone, because
Armor
everyone, I
saving.
think everyone except for Rita has a total hit points of 9, and you and Mogmerch are both at 3. So you're gonna use Cure Light Wounds on him, or Cure Wounds?
Cure wounds. Yep.
Okay,
Just
so
roll
then, yeah, just roll it. The hit doesn't matter. So, here.
Yeah. What levels have some?
Yeah, there you go. If you want to go into your abilities and attributes, that's the easier way to do it. It'll actually roll the healing for you.
I hit it. And,
Okay.
Paladin and Power
okay,
Rangers.
Hold on. Oh, I have it
Hang
at
on.
the bottom of my cure wounds right here. At the bottom of my screen. Yeah.
Oh,
there
cool.
it is.
Oh, that's
So yeah, you're
Chuffy.
Chuffy. Who is it? Mogmerch that you did this to? You're
Yeah.
healed back to full health.
So I'm back at 9. Thank you.
I feel like some of that rubbed
Yeah.
off on me. It was such a perfect roll, but I don't make the rules, so I don't know.
So then, yeah, what else do you guys want to do?
Mike.
Well, wait. So Raleigh,
Mike
you're
is fun.
at 2 hit points too.
He's
I'm
at
only at
3.
Rollo's at 3. Oh.
Do we have?
Everyone should have potions, and he has those wands.
Wand it up, bro. Just like to do a little dance, make a little love, and let's all get better and let's move on. Tonight.
Yeah, the wands have a minimum. They have a minimum of 2 to heal, but they also have a maximum of 9. Whereas, yeah, the potions I think are the same. I think they're all like the same healing.
Oh, where's my potion? The
I
potions
was
is
told
in the
not to drink my potion.
Yeah.
bio.
They should be in your. They'll be either in your items, but they're also in your attributes and abilities. The minor healing potion is 1d6 plus 2, and everyone should have 2 of them except for I think Mike because he used the 2.
Yep, I am out.
So everybody, if you want to heal it up,
I just did.
okay.
I am Reda, big bad. Reda, big bad. A flat face.
What do I have to roll?
It might be in your attributes and abilities. Let me check. It should just say minor healing potion or potion of minor healing. Let me see.
It's a
I
contract.
programmed it in. I guess no. Yeah, you have it. It's at towards the bottom of your character sheet or your attributes and abilities.
Ooh.
Ooh, boo, boo, boo. That's
So-
fair.
It's it's weird that the music is still so heightened. It feels like it should be like. Because we're on the beach party now.
Right.
That's beach party music
good.
too.
Is
I
that
love
the
that.
BoJack Horseman theme song?
So Adam, there's that boat that's surrounded by like fencing or something.
Yeah.
You said. So I'm gonna
exactly.
I'm gonna stealth my way up to it and examine and see if there's anything living or paranormal inside, anything at all. And I'm gonna try to take it slow and check for traps. But before I do, I'm just gonna say, guys, relax. Just take a rest here. I'll be back in a minute, and maybe the boat has something on it that we can use to stab things with. That it might be great. So just hang out here. I'm quiet. I'm sneaky. You know this. I will handle it.
I start a religion.
Go ahead, start another religion, Rita. The religion of the big head.
In the time that he's gone, you're gonna start a religion? Okay.
Well, I just saw that was like a skill. It says religion. I was like, oh, I'll just start. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what you.
There you go. So then you enter into this field, Mike. You sneak your way. Go ahead and roll a stealth for me as you do this.
22.
Ooh,
Okay.
feels so good to be home.
So you as you do this, you make your way over the fence, making very little noise, and as you land onto the ground. Within the pen, within this within the clearing, you immediately notice that it's just like the ground is just like pure mud. It's just like so thick, and your feet sink into it. When as you slink your way through this mud, you can see the ship in the distance. It's quite old. You can tell it probably crashed here several decades ago. There's this beautiful ornate dragon painted on the side that has definitely been fading over the years. You're still quite a ways away from the
How far is the
ship, but you can make out the ship is let me look at the distance real quick. Is from the entrance is about the gangplank, which is a makeshift ladder that is at the front of the ship, is about 35 feet from you, in front of you, and while you're moving through the mud, you'll have to move at half speed because it's rough terrain.
The mud doesn't seem like unusual or like it's gonna get
it's just
worse.
mud.
Okay.
You can see that it's a two-masted ship. It lies mired in this mud. The rigging is thick with moss and decorated with. You can see there's these lanterns that are lightly lit, and you can see that there's wind chimes hanging from the mast and various locations in the mast. The wind chimes are actually made from goblin skulls and bones. You can see like what looks like a strange writing below the painting of the dragon that you saw on the side of the ship, but obviously you can't read it. So then, and that's pretty much it. You can see a thin curl of smoke that wafts out of the chimney that protrudes from this unusual box-like structure on top of the ship.
Can I do Can I stealth? How far am I from the ship now?
You're moving in slowly. I'd still say you're about 25, 30 feet. And as you move in closer, you start to hear you hear like the ground around you, everything shakes, and you hear this like these tremors that you've been hearing through your adventure, and then that is immediately followed by this strange this strange sound of an animal.
Of a bananimal?
A banana, exactly.
Half banana, half animal?
Yeah.
But is that the noise that you're playing?
I'm gonna literally pee my pants right now.
Does it seem like it's coming from the ship, or is that?
It seems like it's coming. If you want to give me a perception check, I can.
I definitely do a perception check because I have so much perception.
Well, you're not necessarily.
Oh, that's why mine's so much
in
smaller.
this area with him.
I just heard it though.
So you can. So then I mean, Rita, you're only listening to yourself. You can't hear anything outside of your own talking. 'Cause you rolled a 9.
Wow.
So then Chuffy, it's hard to tell. It's almost disorienting. It almost sounds like it's happening. Not that there's more than one source, but it seems like it's happening from different angles. It's almost as if the sound is bouncing off of the ship or nearby the nearby landscape.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try to copy the symbols that are on the ship by drawing them in mud on my arm.
Okay.
I like it because
So then that's fairly easy. I mean, it probably won't be. So then, what do you want to do?
So I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. What did you say happened then?
Oh, I said, yeah, it's not hard for you to do that. It might not be exactly accurate. To humans, to like a human eye, or to you, not a goblin, Mike, you'd be able to read that it's the name of the ship. It's the Kaijitsu Star.
Okay. How far am I away from the ship at this point?
About 20 feet. I mean, so you're consistently moving forward?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. So then...
You crazy.
How deep is this mud?
Real quick.
I think I have like a weird
It's like up to
flashback
your, it's like in your
situation.
shins right now.
Okay.
It's like, up to your shins. It's fairly deep.
Is it also
It's
because
more
I'm,
that it. What's that?
Is it also because I'm like lightweight that I'm kind of on top of it a little bit?
Yeah, you. It seems like you have a, you're encumbered by it. You're like, it affects your movement, but not like severely. It's just rough terrain.
Okay.
So then and then I'm gonna copy you onto this map
Is there a
real
jazz
quick.
musician inside of that ship?
No, it's just this some animal nearby.
Salt peanuts, salt peanuts.
I like that animal noise, whatever that is.
Yeah, and if hold on, I'm gonna just copy everyone onto this map so they can kind of see what's going on. Though, know that the only one that actually can see really anything is Mike. Like, you guys can look through and see the ship, but he's actually in the area.
Well, I mean, we can also tell though that the
Can we
sound
hear
is coming
this?
from that over the ship, right? We
Yeah.
can tell that it's from over there, so it's not from behind us, right? Maybe
Well,
it's just
yeah.
my perception and my wisdom, passive wisdom, but I can tell that it's from over there.
How far are they from the ship?
I mean, you rolled terrible on that wisdom.
I know, but I have a
and
passive
here,
wisdom.
opening up the map for you.
Just passive wisdom at 14. That's just pretty high.
Passive perception is like Mike's rolling stealth, and there's an animal nearby, and his stealth roll is compared to the animal's passive perception, because the animal's not actively looking for him yet. So it's more of like an inactive noticing of things. Anyway, so let me switch you over. Now you'll be on this map, so everyone should be able to. Or at least Mike should be able to see some of the map, and then I'll reveal this with you guys, for you guys. So you guys can see a little bit. I'll open it up a little bit more so you can see.
So yeah, the rest of us probably go running
it-
over to him now that we know that he's okay and that it's safe for us.
Whoops. I mean, that's up to you. Is that what you want to do?
I do. I definitely say let's
Oh,
go,
no.
guys.
Oh no. Not again. Not again. He's hiding over. He's not hiding over here, everyone.
Oh, no.
So yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna go
running.
off 'cause Chuffy.
All right.
Go ahead, say what you wanted to say, Rallo.
Oh no, you go ahead. It's all you.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say what he was like repeat. what
Well,
he was
yeah,
saying.
I'm definitely going over there. Good Chuffy would probably need some healing, or he'll throw himself into something before, he
Okay.
comes back and tells us what's going on.
Then Mug,
Exactly.
right? Then Mugmerch, what do you intend to do?
I'm gonna creep forward a little bit and watch the shit show unfold.
So, Adam, how far away are they from me?
So then, I'd say they're at least you've made it a good 15 feet into the pen, this area. But then I'd say they're about 10 feet behind you. I'm gonna have to move them a little bit on the
God
map.
damn it, guys.
We're not trying to cause trouble, bud. It's just this noise. It's burrowing into my skull, man. It's really getting inside me, man.
So you came closer to it?
Crazy. I must silence it. I must silence my brain
So,
from that noise.
If you are you doing so stealthily, or are you just running after him?
No, we're sneaking up because we heard this commotion, so we're like, let's go over
Right,
here.
you didn't really hear any commotion, you just hear an animal in the distance.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you only heard yourself. Well, did you guys all remind me of like what healing you did, just so I can make sure your tokens have the right health?
I'm still at 6.
No. Yeah, you healed
Ken,
up Mong
did you
Merch,
heal
so
me?
Mong Merch is healed.
I healed up.
I rolled the 1 + 1.
Oh yeah,
2.
yeah.
That's the healing potion.
So then. Okay, so then you healed. You said 1. Yeah.
Oh,
So then, I see what you're saying.
Here.
So then,
I see now.
so then Poog, you're up to 5 health. And then Rita did 8 to herself, so she's up to full.
I did it to myself.
Okay. So
I
are you
just wanted to
guys?
say something before we get too deep, Adam. I might not be able to make it too much longer, personally.
That's fine.
I don't want to ruin the night, but I also don't want to ruin the game.
Well, yeah. Then if we move along with a quick pace, we should be able to, cap it. Go ahead, and if you guys want to try to roll stealth as you move in, if you want to try to be sneaky about it, or are you just running in to the area? The
Stealth.
Okay. So then go ahead and roll me a stealth as well, please.
Because I'm stealth like that. The end is coming soon.
So you guys push your way into this mud. Your feet sink down. Boog, yours a little. Boog and Rita, both of you. It seems like you sink a little bit lower than Chuppy. Not anymore. That would affect you moving forward. But then as you move into this pen, that sound you hear gets closer. But also you feel the ground shake again. The ground below you shakes a little bit, and nearby you.
11.
Nearby you hear the ground kind of open up as the earth lets out a small patch of ground. It like bubbles, and it bursts forth this cloud of hot gas bellowing into the surface. The stink, it smells of sulfur, but it's overpowered by something more nauseating. So then everyone within this area, so Chuffy, Rita, and Poog, just give me a Constitution save.
Ugh.
Oh, I got a constitution for you.
So I got that pustular thing too, right?
Oh yeah. So then you have, I think you have an advantage.
Oh,
you get to roll
no.
advantage on Constitution saves. So then, Rita has definitely been subject to much grosser things, but both Poog and Chuffy, as this stench fills their nostrils, they both begin retching and vomiting because of this stink gas that's been let loose from the earth. And as they're vomiting, they can hear kind of like a commotion as something's attention is drawn to them over off in the darkness over here. So everyone roll initiative for me. click on your little characters and then roll initiative on your character sheet, so it'll add you into the turn order.
Oh. Did that do it? No?
I don't think so. I mean, I can program you in. It's just easier if you do it Here, I got you.
Is mine right?
I tried to click on mine.
That's fine. Let me see. So, for some reason it's not working. It's probably the program.
I got initiative of 4.
Oh, I forgot it's supposed to be. So then. So then, did you? Oh yeah, did you roll initiative, Rollo?
Yeah, right?
What'd you get?
Poog got 6.
6.
Okay. So then, Poog is just tired. So then, 15. Then what'd you get, March 10? And then Poog got
6.
6. And then
Why do you
Rita
gotta
got 4.
keep
Okay.
that forever?
What?
Why do you gotta write that down?
Because it's your turn order. It's how we know
Oh.
in who's like the fastest reactor. So then you, as you both begin vomiting, you won't be able to take an action on your first turn.
But I will.
You can hear as something much larger than you sloshes through the mud in your direction. Let me see what the distance is. So then, what's up?
Do I launch my dog sniff hate?
I don't know what that means. You're launching it?
I don't know what that means either. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dogs.
No, you're fine.
Mike's turn, though, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are vomiting and I'm not.
Okay.
Well,
so then,
I'm next.
from out of the darkness, this massive bird creature, this flightless bird with this axe-shaped beak, this very sharp axe-shaped beak, rushes out from the darkness towards Chuffy. And you can tell as it gets closer, that sound that you're hearing is the creature. It's this massive land bird cawing.
Like a pelican?
And as it rushes at you, let's see what it rolled. It tries to slash at you with its beak, Chuffy, but you're too agile and you're able to dodge out of the way. But it
Nice.
towers over you. Everyone give me a wisdom save except for Mogmerch. And then next up is Chuffy. All right, so then, though it wasn't able to hurt you, Chuffy, you are. It definitely sends this wave of fear down your spine, and you've been spooked. So if you'll have to make another wisdom save on your next turn, and if you fail that one, you will officially be like completely frightened, terrified of this bird, which will cause you to will force you to run away from it. So, but it's your turn, Chuffy. So actually, give me another wisdom save.
Oh God.
And so then, do you have any means of re-rolling that?
13.
Yeah, he sings a song.
So what'd you get on this one?
So
You
wait,
got-
the 13 isn't good enough?
Oh wait, you got one.
Or no,
I didn't
wait.
see the 13.
Oh no, wait, I got the
I saw-
4. My God.
Yeah, I got 4.
Oof.
Sing us a song, you're a goblin man.
I ain't scared of no birds. They ate my parents, but I ain't scared. I'm gonna kill me a bird. I ain't scared of no birds. Kill 'em, stab 'em, slice 'em, grill 'em. I ain't scared of no birds.
No bird.
So yeah, go ahead and re-roll.
Thank God.
That was great.
That's someone who ain't scared of no bird. Oh,
Oh.
I was trying to talk you up too.
3.
So you're officially frightened of this bird, Mike.
Oh, boy.
How this works is you have disadvantage on any attacks or on any attack rolls or ability checks while the source of your fear is within line of sight, and you
God.
can't willingly move closer to it.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're cowering in fear, but it's your turn.
All right. Well,
Again?
You
I'm
really
just gonna
don't believe in
swing.
your
I'm
own
just gonna
song,
swing
do you?
my dog slicer for it.
Okay. So then when you roll this, you'll have to roll to hit twice, and you'll take the lowest because you have disadvantage.
Okay, so I should do that separately then.
Well, isn't that what you're doing? You're to roll.
And then after Mike is Mogmerch, and then Poog, and then Rita. Okay. So then,
Okay.
that sounded like kind of mocking-ish,
Yeah,
but
it
that's
did,
fine.
really did.
No,
It really did.
No.
So go ahead and roll. Your
Oops.
despite Chuffy, you're able to overcome it. Despite your fear, you're able to overcome it, and you're able to connect with the bird, with the this massive axe-beaked bird. So go ahead and roll damage for your attack.
So I just clicked on the dog stabber in the thing that I was using before, but it just rolled the d20s, but it didn't roll.
Yeah, it just rolls to hit. So then you have to use your attributes and abilities.
Oh.
That's where the.
I just forgot. I
For some
guess.
reason, the character sheet doesn't. For a lot of the stuff, it just doesn't program in the damage.
Okay, so that's that plus 1 then. So
Yeah.
5 plus or 7 plus 1, so 8.
Okay. So then you cut into it and feathers go flying. Go ahead, Mogmerch. Now it's your turn. Sorry, Mike. You have a movement if you want to use your movement.
I'm gonna just look. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can away from it.
And remember, your speed is halved. So instead of moving 6 spaces, you can only move 3 spaces while you're in the mud.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna turn my back to the thing, but
Right.
you know, yeah,
Why would you? You're not afraid of it.
I'm not screaming the whole way.
that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm screaming for sure. I'm definitely screaming.
And I've got like this fence in front of me. Is that right?
Yeah. You can see over it, but to climb it, you would have to actually climb it because it looks like it's intended to keep this bird captive.
So I can go.
Right.
I can go like 3 squares then.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I? Okay, here's what I would like to do. I would like to put on my skull face mask, my jester's hat.
You don't have time for this.
You're wearing the skull's mask already.
Oh, great.
That's like your
Yeah.
look.
Is my jester hat on? I guess so.
I mean, it's if you don't want to roll don't want to ever be able to roll stealth.
No, I want to be as super conspicuous.
Okay, yeah, then you can totally, yeah, absolutely, you can
And I
throw
want
it
to put on
on.
a jester's hat, and I want to light my pumpkin head lantern.
Okay.
And I want to climb up the fence and wave and make as much noise towards the bird as possible.
Yeah. Okay. So then you're trying to create a diversion.
That's right.
Go ahead and roll your charisma.
Is that on attributes or on?
I think it should be, yeah, because that's your primary stat. Yeah, it's at the very bottom, right above your crossbow.
Nice.
So then, yeah, you've definitely caught the bird's attention. It diverted its attention from Chuffy and the other goblins to you.
Nice.
That's great. Can I hop off the fence?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you shot it with your crossbow.
Nope. I was just getting his attention.
Oh, but that was good, I guess.
Yeah. So then next up is Poog.
So is it now close enough that I can touch it?
No, if you look at the map,
you want to pet it?
you're
Oh,
5
okay.
feet away, so you just have to close that distance of 5 feet.
So I can only go 3 feet though, right?
Right. No, you can only go 3 spaces, which is 15 feet. Your
Yeah.
speed is
Oh.
30 feet, which is each square is 5
Right.
feet, so then you
Okay,
can move
cool.
6 spaces
Now-
normally.
Now that it's distracted, I'm gonna try to go around the side of it and do inflict wounds.
Okay. So then move your guy into place. Where do you want to be?
Is that close enough to touch it?
Yeah. Here, I'll just scoot you over right there. There you go.
Thank you. All right.
You're fine.
All right. And then I need inflict wounds. charges here.
So then, so yeah, all you have to do is do a, you can either switch over to your attributes and abilities to do it, or you can also just roll a d20 plus 5, and then a d10 plus 5.
Oh, here we go.
You are a savage.
Nasty, booty, ratchet.
If I back it up,
Yeah.
is it fast enough?
So,
is it fat enough? If my butt.
Anyway, so you remember, Dustin, you're the one that said that you have to finish soon. So the more you
Sorry, we started
interrupt,
doing TikTok.
you're
songs.
fine. That's fine. I think that's.
I don't
technically
think it
different
is fun.
Video though.
I don't think it is fun.
So then, yeah. So then, Pooh, what does it look like when you inflict wounds?
It's kind of like a purplish red, like a really deep, like extension of my fingers that comes off and leaves a handprint on the side of it.
Oh, okay.
Like
So then this
tattoos.
purple, you said it was purple, right? The color of it?
Yeah.
This purple energy it like focuses through you via your faith, and it seems to like crawl from its hands, from
Use
your
your screen
fingertips
behind
as you press on as you press onto the bird. You can feel its body underneath, and its feathers all start to like kind of fall and melt away and wither, and your hand presses into it. And then as you release your hand, it sprays blood out from the wound that you created on its body. And the bird caws out in pain, and it seems to hurt it significantly.
Wow.
So then next up is Rita.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just run up on top of the ship, and so I can get up on the ship and get some advantage and/or some better insight to what's going on.
Okay, so then you can move 3 spaces with because of the what's it called, the rough terrain, because of the mud that you're in. But if you want to use your action, you can use your action to do your movement twice. So then you could, if you get to this ladder here, you can move an additional 6 spaces.
That's what I'm doing.
But then you just to be clear, then you won't actually have an action to attack.
That's right.
I don't think he understands, but we'll cross that bridge in a
Here's the thing: is
second.
I can't move it. It won't let me
Or
move it.
gangplank.
You've locked me out again. Oh, Dungeon
What?
Master. Oh, Dungeon
happened?
Master. I have been.
I
locked out.
haven't done anything to your character. Both of your names have control of it. Dustin G and Rita of Flatface. As I'm looking at it right now.
I'm Rita Baghdad. I'm Rita Big Bad.
No, I know that, but it says that both of those accounts have access to this character. And you moved her. Oh no, I moved you. I forgot.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me make sure. I mean, you should be.
Oh, Dungeon Master. Oh, Dungeon
Okay.
Master.
I'll just give you control again.
You've taken away all of my controlling.
Whoa.
I haven't.
Master.
I think it's just the weird issue of you starting a whole new account. It's fine. I think you should have a control of it now. Try it.
Doesn't sound fine, you know what I mean?
I think
Sounds
that's
like
just
a-
a reaction I have, a vocal. So are you able to move?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. I'm gonna.
Alright, so I'll shoot him with my bow then.
No, it's fine. Here, hold on. Let's
The
see.
mud,
Let's,
the
let-
mud
try it now.
bogged
Try
me
it now.
down.
Try
Much
to.
like Atreyu and A Never-Ending Story.
Try to see if you can move your character now.
I can't.
You just grab it, you click on him, and then you.
Oh,
move
is that it? Oh, here we go.
Is that not what you were doing?
There's 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
I don't understand how you were trying to move it previously. With your mind?
No, I had it on the glove and not on the pointer. That's my bust.
Ah, I see. Okay, so hold on, let me see something. Oh, whoops. That's not supposed to be. So let me reveal some of this map for you. The
That's what
beginning
I
of
was
the
looking
ship.
to do, you guys.
So then, as you trek through the mud with all your might, and then you get to the gangplank. You're able to you free yourself. You feel this relief of this lack of resistance as you run up the gangplank. So then, I need you to give me a. Hold on. There's a check that needs to be made.
Sign it out to Dustin W. Gardner.
So then, so then you, as you're running up, running up the thing, and the ladder, the gangplank is bouncing beneath you. You start to hear this like buzzing sound.
Huh?
You start to hear this buzzing sound below you, and as you glance as you're running, you realize that there's a wasp's nest that is affixed to the bottom of the gangplank.
That's stupid.
So then, as you're running up, you're immediately swarmed with wasps.
What?
And they all start to sting you. Give me a Constitution save.
You're lucky I'm good at my constitutions.
Oh no.
Wait, why am I
No,
lucky?
no, you're not.
That was a 1.
This is not a fun game. This is stupid.
I'm sorry. It's fun for me.
Sometimes
So
bad
then,
things happen to good people, Dustin.
That's true in this case.
And then sometimes things happen like this.
I
So,
can't do nothing about it. You just striking me down.
I mean, you did. You could. You absolutely could have done many things about it.
Yeah.
No, not so much. Not really.
Everything
Some
you've
of the
done,
things.
you've made choices. All
Have
of
I?
your
Have I?
choices.
Yeah.
I made choices
So
to
then,
bounce up and down the latte when
No,
I had
I think-
twinkle
I mean-
toes.
You ran,
That's-
you run on a shifty homemade gangplank. It's
Yeah.
gonna bounce.
Yeah.
And it
I
doesn't
was
matter.
raised a ballerina.
The bouncing is just a way of describing like the physical world. You know?
I was raised to be a ninja, light foot, light touch. Stay
Well,
on
that
A.
may be Dustin, but Rita was not. She was raised to be a fighter.
Stay
So
lovey,
then,
stay lovey.
so then you just take 2 piercing damage as these wasps sting into you, but you're surrounded by these wasps. So then
not entertain wasps.
So then next up is the bird. So then this bird, as feeling this pain, it turns around and faces Rollo. It faces Poog, stares it down, and then it raises its massive beak over you.
Oh boy.
So then, yep. Actually, first it raises its beak, but then it lifts one of its talons up, and it brings the
raptor.
talon down on you.
Not a raptor talon.
No, it's a bird. It's a large land bird. It's like a terror bird. You know what that
What do you
is?
think raptors turned into, bro?
No, I know, but it's not a raptor.
Raptor claw,
It's similar. It's similar. They're from, they're similar creatures.
Oof.
That's all I'm saying.
Critical
So then
fail.
it brings it down on you. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Come
Rollo.
on, Rollo, strength,
Oh, so then you-
mighty,
Yes, sir.
mighty,
Oops,
Rolling
that's it,
Kingston. That's what I'm talking about,
8
Poog.
plus.
That's what I talk about, Poog. That's what I talk about. That's what I talk about.
So
That's
it's
what I
the
talk
talon.
about.
The talon comes down on you, and its weight is pretty. It's not as heavy as you think it was because it's a bird, but it's pretty dense. The creature's pretty dense, and its weight bears down on you. But you're able to fight the talon off, so it doesn't push you into the mud. And then the creature, as it slams into you, it's going to try to back away it just barely slashes you just a little bit with its it's actually pretty decent, 5 damage. It slashes you with its talon but doesn't knock you down, but then it retreats a little bit. So then next up is who's on the turn order? Next up is Chuffy.
Okay.
Let me reveal where it's gone.
I hope none of them wasps got after him either. He's sitting there right where the wasps are.
He's not even anywhere near the wasp.
Nowhere near that.
I'm really far away.
You're the only one that went on the ship.
Who's the little blue guy there?
Are you talking about Rollo's character?
I am. I'm talking about Rollo's character.
That miniature is my favorite because I just found these randomly, and his has a soul patch.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, it's Mike Chuppy.
So, what's the range on my darts?
Let me check.
Check it out.
Oh, that's X week.
Is it the 60, 90, 120 thing, or is it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then the way that works, like the range, is that one is like your normal range, and then one is like you can try to increase the range, but then you suffer an attack penalty.
Right. So will I be able to get it in my
So it's 20 feet. So
20 feet? So yeah, that's too far.
So it's from
So right
here. If it'll. Oh no, it's not letting me do that right now. So like this is 20 feet, right? Wait, 5,
Something like that, yeah.
10, 15, 20. So right about here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 60 feet you can do it from where you're at. You'll just take a -1 to your attack roll.
I'll do that.
-1 to your attack rolls.
Still streaming?
Still streaming. How do I close that?
So
there we go.
I'm not sure if I have them on your attributes and abilities. The darts, you might.
Oof.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
So,
gonna be a
the-
miss.
Yeah. So the dart goes wide, and it. Rollo, if you want to give me
No.
acrobatics.
No.
It's a natural one, so I have it. It's gotta almost hit someone. Ooh. So then dart sticks into Rollo and does 1 damage, bringing Poog down from 3 to 2 health.
Oh no, and he's right by the
To help
wasp.
you guys.
He's right by the wasp.
I'm so sorry,
So
Rollo.
you still have a movement. You still have a movement, Mike, if you want to use your movement.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
You're not
Okay,
gonna
so
help
then,
him.
I can't
help
move
him.
towards the creature.
Even I would help Poog if I could.
No,
God.
you wouldn't. No, you
And
wouldn't.
he's covered in wasps.
Yeah, you're covered in wasps. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he
I'm just
definitely
saying,
would
if
get
I
me
could,
covered in
I'd be
wasps
like-
because he's trying to help me.
Let me
I can't
help
move
you.
towards the creature is my problem, though.
Oh boy, that sounds like that's a battle inside of you, bro.
I
It's a
totally
battle
forgot about that.
inside
You gotta
here.
remind me. Make
Oh.
a wisdom save, Mike, to see if you can overcome the fear.
Come on. Huh?
So then, your previous attack, not this one, because that was a bad whiff. Your previous attack, you doing damage, has given you some courage, and you're able to overcome the fear.
Okay.
Hey, be mine.
Because he hit me?
All right.
No, because he passed his, he got the courage. He passed his wisdom check.
I'm gonna run
By
up.
hitting me with a dart. God
Yeah, it
damn
helped him. Something
This is why
about
he's not the leader.
something about sticking something inside of one of his teammates. It just gave him the courage to overcome his fear.
You realize that bird's
Move.
nothing but a big old man.
There.
Okay. So then next up is Mog Merch.
Come on, Mog Merch, get it.
I wanna scream and wave my arms and run towards the bird on the side of the fence.
Oh,
Okay.
Or hear me out, Kent. You could use some magic on it to like set it on fire or something.
I think I'm a little far, and then maybe at the end of it, I don't know. Can I do my movement and then do my attack?
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great, and then I would do a firebomb.
Okay.
he came in like a fireball.
Oh, actually, can I do the magic eye and then the firebomb?
Sure, yeah.
He likes them magic.
Great. I would like to do the magic eye and then the firebomb.
Okay, so then you'll have advantage on your. Good job, Kent.
Good job, Kent.
Thanks.
Do you have inspiration currently?
Yeah, he does from last time when he killed that spider, he does.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd give you inspiration again, for your good use of your tactics and your abilities.
Teacher's pet. I wanna be teacher's pet.
I don't need to want it because I'm already there. You know?
Oh, your words, your words.
All right. So then, and let me do the math.
All right.
So then you whip your firebomb at it, and it bursts into flames. And it seems like though it's not dead yet, the bird seems to be on its last leg.
For sure.
You've hurt it significantly.
Does it smell delicious?
It does. It smells. Aside from the burning feathers.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
clearly.
Smells,
one of the
pretty
magical
delicious.
cooking spells, though. The Murdoch.
And then next up is Poog.
Come on, Boo. That's you, Rollo.
Oh, you're on
Poog.
mute. You're muted for some reason, Rollo.
Muted, Rollo.
Muted or asleep?
I'm muted so I don't interrupt Adam when he's talking. Sorry.
That's nice
Thank
of
you. I
you.
appreciate
How courteous. I wish we were all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
me too.
Mike.
But no, I would like to. Does my potion of healing, is that a bonus action or does that take up my action?
Right. For the sake of this adventure, I'll have to look up the rules later. I've been letting you guys use a potion as a bonus action.
All right, I'd like to take a potion, and then I'm gonna hit it with divine flame.
Okay.
Does that
Then
divine
roll your
flame
healing on your
that
potion?
divine flame just sort of like spread out, or is it focused?
Just listen.
I'm
tell you.
asking. I'm just trying
They'll
to
tell you.
learn.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to learn, Mike.
You're doing a great job, Dustin.
You're
Thanks,
learning.
Mike.
His flame has a range of 60, if that's what you're asking.
So it's probably getting
Yeah.
a wasp too, huh?
So no. So I'm just trying to find the potion. Find the potion.
It should all be in your attributes and abilities. So if you go into your
I had
attributes
to
and abilities, it should
reset.
be.
It got weird. On
Oh,
me.
you're fine. It's near the bottom. I think I'm looking at it right now.
Dungeon Masters.
Attributes and
It's right beneath inflict wounds. I'll bring it to the top actually.
Dungeon Masters.
I got it. Oh, sorry. Minor healing potion. Got it. Sorry. All right. Then,
You're good.
Then I'm gonna hit the sacred flame on
So you're almost healed back up to full as you drink your potion.
Boom.
Dungeon
And then
Masters.
sacred flame, the green fire from the Lord Zarangel, rain down on this chicken dinner.
Dungeon Masters.
And how do you do it, Rollo?
What do you mean? What?
How do you do it? How does it die? You killed it, so you get to describe how it dies.
It falls into all of its feathers fall off, and it falls into a smoldering pile of beautiful chicken-looking meat, like it's all dressed up and just gold and
Yes.
brown and ready to be eaten.
Dressed up to go out, if you know what I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, this bird just goes up in flames. It was already burning, but it just like is engulfed in flames and shrieks out. And you feel a great sense of faith and pride as you defeated this such a distinct foe, such a specifically hated foe of your tribe and of your faith.
Heck yeah.
So maybe we can turn off the freaking.
Birthday gift.
Come on.
Unless there's more of 'em.
Birdesky.
No, that's it. Yeah, you feel that. Justin, you take another 1 damage from the wasp.
Do I?
Sorry, it's another 2 damage from the wasp.
Sounds great.
That stings.
Can I have another?
Can I
So you're
have
just
another?
Still surrounded by
Thank
these
you,
wasps.
Adam. May I have another?
Yeah, and you guys killed that guy, so now we're back into like free play. Dustin Rita is being swarmed by wasps.
I use some of my
Mogmerch is on the
healing.
other side of the fence. What do you guys do?
I'm
What
gonna
about
go
my
try
hand?
to help. I'm gonna go try to help out old Rita.
Same.
Fearless leader.
Okay, are you doing this? Are you like how are you trying to help her? So I'm assuming are you walking up the gangplank?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna take out a blanket and wrap it around Rita and throw her down.
Are you, Mike? Are you going up the gangplank? Are you going
Yeah,
up the
I'm
side
going
of
up the
ship?
gangplank as well. Yeah, because we haven't noticed the where they came from, right?
If you didn't have inspiration already, I would give it to you because that's character role playing. That is like
See.
the opposite of metagaming. You
See,
know that
Dustin?
there's something that will hurt you, and you're choosing to act like your character and not know that it's there.
See, Dustin?
So then, as you both press up the gangplank, the gangplank shakes and it releases swarms of wasps that also surround the both of you. So then, you both take 2 piercing damage from the wasps stabbing you. Now you're all surrounded in wasps.
I told him I would
No. Not all of us.
Oh yeah, except for Mogmerch, who is very far away from the rest of the party.
That is a serious amount of damage from a cloud of wasps, too. 2 damage, yeah, we're like...
You're just getting stung continuously.
I used my nimble
God.
escape to get out of the wasps and move further up the thing.
Okay.
Guys, no, jump into the mud. Cover yourselves in mud. Get into the mud.
It's not a
That's
bad
what-
idea.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So that's how I nimbly escape.
All right, yeah, I'm going to acrobat myself off the side of the boat into the mud.
And I'm doing the same thing, but in the opposite way, but backwards.
So you both dive off the ship and you land into the mud, and it's really refreshing actually. It smells, but everything smells, especially now. And you both, I like that you rolled a survival check. That's actually,
Oh, no, I did
that makes sense.
acrobatics. Oh, you didn't.
Oh no, I
It
was looking for Dustin.
Dustin did survival.
That would be if you want to know like what kind of wasps these are. You could roll nature survival.
I just
or
want to
how
make sure
you
they
would
weren't the
normally deal with these
murder.
wasps.
I want to make sure they weren't murder wasps.
I mean, at
Hornets.
2 damage a sting. Well, I guess it's like 2 damage every 100 stings.
Can I keep checking out the perimeter of this fence?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception.
Perceptualize it, bro. Perceptualize.
Yeah, that's
Well, I didn't do my acrobatics. So
You're fine. Yeah, you both fall easily. You fall easily into the mud. Mogmerch, it's hard for you to tell if you can't see anything. You're looking at the ship and the fence line, and it doesn't seem to be. There don't seem to be any more threats along the fence line, but also your vision is a little obscured as for whatever reason it begins to rain around you. The rain starts to fall.
All right.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
I mean, we're in free play now, so if you want to move, if you want to climb the fence or reconnect with your pals.
Yeah, I want to climb the fence and start eating some of the bird.
Okay. You climb over and you start pulling off a piece of this crisp bird. If you want to go ahead and just give me a Constitution save. Just because it's, not fully cooked.
Yeah.
And let me see. And as you do it, it seems to do well with your stomach. You heal 2 from eating it.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Do I see that it's still raining around him? Am I muted still? No.
Yeah, it's just begun to pour down on all of you. It
okay. I thought it was
escalated
just
pretty
on him.
quickly. Yeah, it's almost like the weather almost feels like unnatural.
Huh. That's weird you'd say that word.
That's a hint, guys. That is a context clue. That is something that we shouldn't light on fire.
Can I remind everyone that there were a bunch of goblin skulls on the ship?
Yeah,
Right.
totally. If you guys want to rally, if you want to talk or communicate about what's going on or what happened, you're more than welcome to.
But yeah, and it's not just on him. It's raining everywhere, right? So
Yeah.
I'd like to detect magic and see if that's coming. What magic is around? If there's something weird and magical around it, because it doesn't seem like it was supposed to rain yet.
Okay, cool. So are you trying to magically assess the ship, your general area, like where are you
General area.
directing this towards?
check out that
I
perfect
mean,
constitution I
since
got
it's
there.
on the ship, I would say, yeah, it's since we're going onto the ship, I'd like to do it on the ship for sure.
Okay.
Attributes,
See.
abilities, tech magic.
I think detect magic is just a. It might not be in the actual. Is it? Yeah, no, it's not. Because I don't think there's a roll for it. Let me look at it real quick.
No.
Detect magic.
Just turn it up.
Okay, yeah. So you cast this spell and you feel you definitely feel a magical presence from within the ship. You're not able to tell if it has to do with the weather, but you also can note that it seems like lately, in recent memory, the weather has been getting stranger and stranger, and it also seems to connect. It seems
Breaking up.
activities, ground shaking, and the releasing of noxious gas. You say I broke up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh. Did you catch what I said, Rollo?
Caught the end of it, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you feel a magical presence from within the ship. You don't think it's related to the weather, but you also do know, you do remember that recently the weather's been kind of wacky, and it started at around the same time that you started to feel the ground shakes, the tremors.
When I threw the potion in the fire, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been more and more lately, guys. I don't know.
All I know is I threw a 21 to get it after I ate this bird. I'm trying to get that health on.
Okay, so then yeah, you also gain 2 health from eating the bird.
Heck yeah, I did.
All right, I
Back
definitely
up to
guess
10.
I'm gonna have to have some bird then.
I mean, I cooked this bird. I'm gonna take a bite.
So
You
does
got
my
it.
hit point go up to 11 now,
Oh, no.
Adam?
No, you have since you have a maximum of 9, right?
So I was already at 9, and so I stayed
Yeah.
at 9. Okay.
Yeah. Mike, do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You
eat
start
some
to
more.
feel as you eat it, you start to feel this like sickness build in your stomach, and you fight the urge to vomit again, but you're able to push it down, and now you're healed for 2. So you're back up to 6.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
I
ate
don't
some
want-
of the bird's heart. I'm sorry, Rollo.
You're fine.
Jesus. Jesus.
Well, I don't want no sicky. I don't want no icky. I gotta re-roll this damn Constitution save before I get really bad.
Gobbling, gobble, 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 gobble. I like to eat birds.
So then for
Gobble,
Mike,
gobble,
I used your inspiration to re-roll that. So the next time you do something cool, then you should be able to earn inspiration again.
Good.
And are you trying to do the same thing, Poog?
Yeah.
Cool. So go ahead and re-roll it. Yeah, you're also healed. You're healed up 2, so you're up to 8. You guys have a nice little meal of this chicken, this large terror bird that you cooked up.
Double cooked terror bird, just like the goblins like it.
Boy, you sing so much now, are you, bird?
And you're
Sing
like,
it
you're
up,
like
bird.
maybe massive birds and massive bipedal creatures like birds and horses aren't that scary. So then what? Now what do you guys want to do?
They're delicious.
Okay.
I
Now
want to go
everyone.
You know
and
that-
see what's going on.
Real quick to recap, it's raining. You know that it's raining. The ground is muddy. There are wasps at the gangplank of the ship. This large ship, you can assume, is the ship that your map has led to. And you can sense a magical presence inside. And if you remember back to some of the spooky stories that were told at the campfire, you can easily assume that the magical presence you hear inside is Vorka, the goblin cannibal that was shunned from your village a long time ago.
Oh
And
no.
I'll share that text file with you guys so you can see Vorka.
One of the greatest dwellers of the swamp, at least in the Licktoad, is the Vorka, a ravenous cannibal goblin who, as legend tells, was once a wild Licktoad and Lickchicken.
Yep.
That's my 50s.
She's
That's
a-
my 50s guy.
Oh boy, here she
50s?
comes.
She's not
Watch
an
out,
AI
boy.
chieftain, as well as
She'll
several other
chew
goblins.
you up.
Yeah, she is a man-eater for sure.
She's a man.
More of a gob eater, but yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, I am a girl.
Well, look, this is where we have to go, but we are pretty banged up. I think that we need to go find some time to just heal up and get ready and whatnot.
I think we just did.
No, I think he's talking about like camping. You talking about camping? You want to go camp over here real quick for a
I
day?
think we need to. Probably.
Yeah, I think that
I'd
seems
call it a
prudent,
night view.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we rest
so-
as a party.
So then your options are you can take a short rest, which takes 1 hour, and you do nothing more than eating or drinking or resting, sleeping.
And taking a maybe like calling it a night as well.
Sure. You can use your hit dice to heal yourself. So everyone has 1 hit dice, which is I think it's a D. Let me look at the rules real quick.
D8?
It's equal to your Constitution modifier, with a minimum of I think 2. So each of you can heal 2 with a short rest, 2 or more, and then your other option is a long rest, which is at least 8 hours, and then you gain back all your health and all your spells and all that kind of stuff.
Take a long rest.
Long rest. Yeah. Long rest.
Bravo's already taken a long rest.
Okay. So then, go ahead and someone in the party. I need someone in the party to roll nature or survival, so you guys can find yourself
I got you.
a place to camp nearby.
Does anybody
I got
have any
survival.
bonuses on it or anything?
Where's that?
I got +4.
It's on your
survival.
skill
Got
list,
it.
which is cool.
My nature's 0, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I will sing as many songs as it takes for us to survive for a while. I'll sing me a song, I'll sing it along, and you can clap and sing as well.
Okay, so
Survive.
Rita's actually able to find like a fair distance away from the ship, but was still being able to kind of see it in your sights. Just so if you guys want to monitor it, you find like a little burrow amongst a collection of trees that you're able to use to shield yourself from the rain, as well as just camp out for a little while. So you take 8 hours. It was still midday. It was a little dreary out, but it was midday. So now it's getting into the later evening, and you guys you hunker around your campsite, and as you near the later hours of your resting time, you can hear kind of a little ways in the distance. You hear another strange sound that you immediately recognize as the cackling of hyenas.
Yeah.
And everyone, real quick, give me a wisdom save.
Holy smokes. This is not happening. Mike, they're gonna laugh at us while they try to kill us.
I know. I know. It's how it works.
Oh wow, Poog, full of faith.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I lost my.
You're fine.
Laugh it up, hyena.
I'm sorry. Which is the
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
It should be on your skills, right next to your stats. So then, you guys, as you all wake up, aside from whoever was on, I'm gonna assume Poog was on lookout at the time. He was doing the watch. He stands at the cusp of the light that's illuminated by your campfire, looking out into the darkness, and you all wake up in confusion as you hear this cackling. And although Poog, with his chest puffed out, he turns to the rest of you and he informs you that he can hear off in the nights in the distance. He can hear. He identifies his cackling as hyena, and although he is not scared because he has Zargan now, his god on his side, Mogmerch begins to just shake with fear. As this deeply ingrained fundamental fear that has been like cast down through his generations and generations just seeps inside of his body with every cackle that he hears. And as you guys surrounded in darkness, it seems as if the laughter just grows. It gets louder and louder, as you can assume, as these creatures are circling in around you. And you can't see anything, but for a quick second, Poog, as you look back out into the darkness, you think you can see you can see a little bit of shine that reflects off of two beady eyes off in the darkness, and you can assume that this is a source, one source of this laughter that you hear, this hyena laughter that you hear. And as you look out, and you almost like make eye contact with these looming beady eyes in the dark. You think back on the past, leading from the dares, and then your trek into the wilderness, and how dangerous it is. And you think to yourself, with full faith in your God, you think to yourself, though you are courageous and you are powerful as a team, the worst is yet to come. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Oh, I said I had to sleep tonight, but not to have nightmares.
Okay.
Tessa, when was the last time you didn't have nightmares?
Yeah.
No.
Just trying to deal with these nightmares, I guess.
It's hell.
It's hell. It's hell. It's hell.
Hey, great job, guys.
Well,
that was the most teamworky fun that we've gotten into this time.
Totally.
Thanks,
Agreed.
guys. That was all fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys work together a lot, and like people are getting their abilities down, like learning, like how, like Kent, you learned, like if you use that thing, you'll get advantage. Yeah, it's a good job.
It's almost like we're, becoming a family, you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Almost. I said almost. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think,
hey,
I don't think
to
you're
our
invited to Thanksgiving yet.
thank you to any viewers that are still sticking around. That's it for tonight. We'll be back on Monday with a regular Meltdown Island, the regular scheduled time, and next week Friday again, same time, same place. Yeah.
Make sure you check out tomorrow. We're gonna be releasing the edited version of the Stevo Saves the Day called.
Oh. Good.
Oh yeah, that was
All right.
fun.
Oh yeah, sure was.
What a show.
I've been watching it.
What a
Oh
show.
my gosh.
All right.
There's
Good
so many
night.
of those.
Good night, everybody.